Pretty sure old Jason.
When you get moving again, be safe and ready to go. Use your stimulus or tax return to save up to $150 on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires. At Sherrill Tire and Service Center.
Get your car done right.
All right, welcome to Stratford, and good afternoon, everybody. Jason Zaleski here. It is playoff softball here today. Visiting Nekoosa, taking on Stratford, and Madison Bills leading off for Nekoosa. And Madison falls behind. No balls, 2 strikes as we are just underway again here in Stratford. And the 0-2 is a drop third strike, fire down to first, and the Tigers start with a strikeout. And 1 up, 1 down as Allie Zuliger picks up her first strikeout here of the event. Again, playoff softball here today. Happy to have you all aboard. We'll go through the Nekoosa starting lineup as that is fair as it doesn't leave the plate. And Jasmine Ulrich, and just like that on the 1-3 put up, it is 1-3 putout. It is 2 up, 2 down. Madison Bills, Jasmine Aldrich, Emily Brown, Anna Schaefbauer, Autumn Andrews, Kaylin Chesna, Michaela Andrews, Hope Leverance, Alexa Borbaum, and Sierra Richards in the flex. Leverance, your designated player today for Nekoosa. The Papermakers looking for a fast start, looking for some base runners, but Tiger defense and Allie Zuliger has been ready. Now to the catcher, Emily Brown, and just like that, 3 balls, no strikes. And that one from Zuliger sails in for a strike, so 3-1 the count. Stratford baseball also in action right behind us. Keep you updated on that during today's game, but I know you're all here for playoff softball, so we'll keep most of our talk to the softball game here today, but there is no score behind us as of yet. A warm one here today, and that one comes inside, so it's a walk, a 2-out walk issued to the catcher Brown, and that'll bring up today's Nekoosa pitcher Anna Schaefbauer. And Zuliger starts Schaefbauer with a pitch up and away for ball 1. But thanks to everybody for joining us today. Now is the best time to tell your friends, neighbors, and strangers. Live free sports. By the way, live free playoff sports happening right now at ZaleskiSports.com. Let them know how you found us, and they can watch live and free playoff softball here right along with you. The reason you're watching is probably the reason someone else would want to watch. One of these girls they know, family, friend, whatever it may be. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to the pitcher, Schaefbauer. Zuliger coming back, and this one is hit on the infield, and settling under it over at second base is Cressa Wenzel. So Wenzel pulls in the final out of the inning, and that'll do it for Nekoosa here in the first. They get a base runner on via the walk and leave the base runner on. No hits, no runs. Stratford coming up bottom of the first when we come back.
Get a jump start on college or speed up your degree with a transferable class from Mid-State Technical College this summer. There are 130 classes to choose from, online or in person, taught by instructors who are experts in their field. Get info on the Mid-State Technical College summer classes at mstc.edu.
Weinbrenner Shoe Company has been manufacturing Thorogood footwear and developing careers right here in central Wisconsin for 130 years. And we are expanding. Weinbrenner offers on-the-job training, family-friendly hours, and a safe environment with unlimited growth potential. Join our team and produce some of the last made-in-USA footwear in the world. Learn more by visiting WeinbrennerUSA.com, an equal opportunity employer.
All right, back to Stratford here. Bottom of the first inning. Stratford Tigers go like this. Bailey Lensmeyer, Maria Schoenfuss, Tessa Berg, Delaney Denis, Allie Suliger, Riley Flink, Kylie Manicky, Sid Bushy, and Mag Weezy. Mag down at third base today. Cressa Wenzel not batting in the flex, playing second base. Lensmeyer at shortstop, Schoenfuss in left field, Berg catching, Delaney at first, Zuliger pitching, Flink is in center field, Manicky in right, Bushy the designated player, and Weezy down at third. And again, here in the bottom of the first inning, Lensmeyer, Schoenfuss, and Berg for the Tigers. It's at least for the way that the Stratford season has gone, a relatively clean top of the first inning. And Stratford comes in at a mark of 5-14. Nakusa, a pair of wins. They are 2-11 coming into this playoff game. We'll talk more if time allows on those records, but that probably says it all right there. Just two teams that have struggled in their conference. Stratford out of the Merriwood South, Nakusa out of the South Central. And both teams have struggled during the year. Stratford had a couple of wins early. It looked like they maybe had things hooked up and then unhooked pretty much for the remainder of the season. Did get a win here on Monday night against Regis. Talked to Kylie Manicky, our player of the game, back from, is that Monday night? Yeah, today's only Wednesday. So back from Monday night, and the idea was, as 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Lensmeyer, the idea for Manicky, and she said the rest of the girls, were to turn that win into some momentum. Hope it carries over here to today, get a playoff win. This one rolled over to third, and 5-3 on the putout for out number 1. That one fielded over at third base by Chasena. Bring up the left fielder, Maria Schoenfuss. First pitch coming just before 4:30. 90 degrees on the dot right now. A little more humid. It's gotten more humid as the week has progressed. Monday it was 90 degrees as well, but you can feel it a little bit more today with some humidity rolling in. This one is going to get through and head out to left field. It's a 1-out base hit for Schoenfuss, and the Tigers with their first runner aboard here in the inning. Bring up the catcher today, Tessa Berg. Last time I called a Stratford Tigers softball game, Tessa was down at third base, and I think that night took one off the ribs, took one off the wrist. So they said, well, you probably aren't taking a beating enough. Let's have you play catcher here today. As a strike comes in from Schaefbauer. But Tessa's as tough as they come. I played high school football with her dad. And has shown her resiliency and her toughness here during the season. 1 ball, 1 strike now. And regional, and that one, it's speaking of some hard knocks. Berg takes it off of her left forearm, or it may have been her shin, the way that she's walking. Yep, and she flexes out her left shin. But anyway, it's a free base. And Berg, built as tough as they come, takes it and takes her base down to first. So runners on first and second now for the cleanup hitter, Delaney Denis. It's regional quarterfinal here today. Winner here will take on the 1 seed. This one is going to get through the infield and it will roll into right field. Heading for home is Schoenfuss, and the Tigers grab a 1-0 first inning lead. So second to home goes Schoenfuss. First to third goes Berg on the bloop single into right field. And doesn't matter how, that's an RBI for Delaney Denis. And runners on the corners now with 1 out for the pitcher Zuliger. That one comes in high from Schaefbauer, ball one. Welcome those to the audience from the Nakusa area. Thanks for watching today. Jason Zaleski here as you're watching live free sports right here at Zaleski Sports. Swing and a miss there from Zuliger. Zaleski Sports, the official broadcast partner of Stratford High School Athletics. Give you every home game Stratford plays during all seasons. This one fouled back. Football, volleyball, basketball, wrestling, softball, baseball. And catch the Tigers on the road as often as we can, which has been a pretty good diet of it during this school year in particular, but has been over the last couple of years anyway. And this one is hit into shallow left center. Coming on in center field to make the catch is Bills, and tagging and sliding, it'll turn out to be an RBI sac fly for Zuliger, and it is 2-0 Stratford. So 2 outs in the inning as Berg tags from third. She'll come in for the second Stratford run. And on the throw, Denis heads down to second. And now the center fielder, Riley Flink. Flink, one of those Stratford players this year, in my observation, that as the Tigers got off to a good start this year, Riley was playing well. And it looked like as Riley's play had, for whatever reason, tailed off from that point, so did the team. And that could have just been an encapsulation of the whole team, though, at that point. And for whatever reason, Riley stuck out to me. And maybe just because of how well I noticed her playing. Coach Pankratz maybe would tell me a different story, but that was what I saw the first few games anyway. But Riley making good plays in center field and tracked down a couple of long ones in a couple of those early games that I called. Gave her the nickname of the sheriff out there in the outfield because she was laying down the law out there. This one rolled over to third, and the throw comes in. It'll be caught. Nice stretch there from Michaela Andrews, and that'll bring the inning to an end as the Tigers get one hit. They score two. We leave the first inning. Stratford leads 2-0.
Rooftech LLC specializes in commercial roof coatings and spray foam. Rooftech also services the entire state of Wisconsin. That's right, from La Crosse to Milwaukee, Eau Claire to Green Bay, Superior, Marshfield, Kenosha, Madison, Sheboygan, and everywhere in between. Rooftech uses superior systems that can fully restore just about any roof in Wisconsin. Rooftech is offering modern solutions for your roof's data dilemmas. See Rooftech online at rooftechllc.com or Rooftech LLC on Facebook. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli, bacon, cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
So top of the second now for the Papermakers. Autumn Andrews, Kaylin Chasena, and Michaela Andrews. 5, 6, 7 through the Nakusa lineup here in the top of the second inning. Battle of the Tigers going on behind us. Told you I'd keep the baseball talk to a minimum. So, but it's a very interesting matchup. Division I Marshfield coming up here up Highway 97 to play Division III Stratford. So Tigers on Tigers. No score in the top of the third inning. So the Stratford Tigers holding their own to Division I Marshfield through two complete innings anyway. And a strike called there on the 3-1, or is now 3-1. Zuliger ready, and that one high. So it's a leadoff walk issued to Andrews, and the Papermakers get a runner on. I was wrong leaving the inning before. It was 2 hits, 2 runs. for the Tigers. Thought I had one marked as a walk. And there was a walk, but there were also 2 hits and 2 runs scored. So Zuliger off to a rocky start here to begin the second inning, and that one comes in low. 6 of her 7 pitches to start the inning have been for balls. And that one, strike called on the outside corner, right on the Hall of Fame black there for Zuliger. Now the 2-1. That one skips in right in front of the left foot of Chasna. If that foot was just a couple inches forward in the box, would have been right off her toe. So 3 balls, 1 strike, right where Andrews was to start the inning. She's on first now, and this one is hit into shallow left field, coming on and not going to get there. That one will drop in for a base hit, so back-to-back base runners for Nakusa here to start the top of the second inning, and the Papermakers in business. Shane Foose coming on there in left field, just not able to get all the way in. So 2 on for the first baseman, Michaela Andrews. And Zuliger again tests that outside third and gets the strike call. This one will be hit on the infield. Infield fly was called, and Andrews is out. Making the catch at shortstop was Linsmeyer to secure the out. So 1 away, runners stay put. Ball hit on the infield, and that'll bring up the designated player, Hope Leverance. Sierra Richards not batting for Nakusa here, at least to start. So 2 on, 1 out, top of the second for Nakusa. Here's Zuliger on the 1-1. That one all the way to the backstop, and everybody will advance on the wild pitch. Said it was a rocky start to the inning for Zuliger, and that continues here as 2 now in scoring position with 1 out in the inning. Leverance looking for something out of the infield here. And that one skips in, and Zuliger now a pitch away from walking the bases full. And taking the whole way, and there you go, bases loaded for Nakusa. 9-hitter now, Alexa Borboom. So Borboom comes up, the infield comes in. And strike at the letters. One of just 3 strikes thrown in the inning for Zuliger. That one misses down and away. Berg on the pump back to third, and that does nothing for Andrews. She just kind of stared down Berg. Calmly walked back to the base. Now the 1-1, and swung on and missed for strike 2. And swung on and missed for strike 3. Second strikeout today for Zuliger. Tigers breathe slightly easier, and then they look up and see the leadoff hitter Madison Bills coming in. Nakusa looking for the leadoff hitter to get on safely, score 1, maybe 2, as Nakusa trails 2-0 here in the top of the second inning. Here's Zuliger. And that one misses wide. Third base coach reassuring Bills that a walk is a run, and he's right. It is, and Strike there to Bills. 2 walks issued in the inning for Zuliger, so certainly something that should be on your mind when you're in the batter's box. A 1-1 strike now to the center fielder, Bills. And this one will be slapped over to first, picked up there, and taken to the bag by herself is Denis, and the Tigers work out of it as Nakusa leaves the bases full. 1 hit in the inning, and they score none. Bottom of the second coming up when we come back.
Can't find what you want in a new summer ride? Settling for good enough just to have it now? Wait, don't settle. Herbs and Tomahawk and Power Pack in Marshfield have the solution. Custom order. Get exactly what you want by building your customized ride with us, and we'll place a special order with a manufacturer. That means the color you want, the package you need, and the new ride you deserve. Plus parts packages and financing packages with gear included.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Let's see here. Kylie Manicky, Sid Bushy, and Meg Weezy all due up here for the Tigers as we start the bottom of the second inning. Tigers lead 2-0. RBI base hit from Denis in the first, and then a sac fly from Zuliger, scoring Schoenfuss and Berg, and that's where we are now, 2-0 as we start play here in the bottom of the second. Schaefbauer starts Manicky with a ball. Now the 1-0 coming back, and that one skips in. This one lifted into left field and coming on there and making the catch. Nice job there, Jasmine Aldrich for out number 1. Ball hit high in the air, high enough where Bills from center field was able to make it all the way over and back up Aldrich. So 1 up, 1 down. Designated player Sid Bushy now. Strike there. Again, Stratford coming in with 5 wins on the year. Nakusa with 2. This is the 8 seed, 9 seed matchup here. Winner gets the pleasure of taking on the 1 seed on Monday. The winner here will have earned themselves a playoff win, and then will be a road team as a strike 3 looking to Bushy. 2 up, 2 down in the inning. Yeah, Wittenberg, Burnhamwood, the 1 seed, as this one is smashed into right field and off the glove of the right fielder. Weezy will turn for second, and now for third on the error, and the E9 will put Weezy all the way down to the bag at third. So back to the top of the order now, and Bailey Linsmeyer. A advantage there for the Tigers. Again, Stratford the 8 seed, Nakusa the 9. Wittenberg Burnhamwood will host whoever wins this one on Monday. Game time to be determined, but something similar to this, as this one grounded over to second. And enough with that, says Nakusa, after giving up the error with 2 outs, put Weezy on third and strand Weezy there as Linsmeyer succumbs to the 4-3, and that does it for the second inning. 2 innings in the books here in this regional quarterfinal. Stratford 2, Nakusa nothing.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Top of the third inning for Nakusa, Jasmine Aldrich, Emily Brown, and Anna Schaefbauer all due up 2-3-4 for the Papermakers here in the third. And I didn't see if they said if Aldrich went or not, so we'll have to wait just a moment and get our umpire to confirm what that first pitch result was. And we know that one's a ball. And usually he'll notice that the scoreboard's a pitch off and kind of be a little more apparent about the count, but not quite yet. And what matters, this one's tapped over to third and throw across the diamond. It's an infield hit for Aldrich. It's a slow roller over to third, and Weezy waited for it. Base runner for Nakusa to start the third inning. Yeah, boys and girls watching at home, you gotta crash down that line at third. You gotta charge the ball. It's playoffs. And down to second and stumbling over her knee, and it looks like the ball might have came out somewhere anyway. Where is it now? The ball was in. Ball was in the glove of Cressa Wenzel, but safe is the call. So stolen base for Aldrich, and Nakusa now with a runner in scoring position. That one comes in high for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes to the catcher Brown. And Zuliger, that one comes in high. Yeah, it's playoff softball now, and you gotta do things a little bit uncommon, a little bit uncomfortable to come out with a win. Charge the ball. You probably should be doing that anyway, but especially now. If there's a time to do it, the time to be uncomfortable, it's right now. So runners on first and second, nobody out. And Anna Schaefbauer coming up. It's one of those phrases I really dislike the most in softball and baseball, the chance to help herself. It's true, I just don't like the phrase. Just doesn't sit well with me. Just how about a chance to help the team, chance to score some runs. Do you hear that a lot? A chance to help herself. 1 ball, 1 strike to Schaefbauer. Pop out over to Wenzel at second to end the first inning. Now Zuliger on the 1-1. That one comes in high. And seeing Zuliger now with a number of late releases here through the first 2 innings, now into the third. And that one bounces in. So 3 balls, 1 strike, and Zuliger issued a walk back in the second inning that loaded the bases, but that happened with 1 out. Now we've got no outs, and the 3-1, and bases loaded again. So the Tigers continue to put their hands in the fire. Did not get burned in the second inning, but now with nobody out here in the inning, and hands in the fire one more time. It's all kinds of Tigers action going on today at Zaleski Sports. We got this game here, Stratford Tigers, Nakusa Papermakers. Tigers and Tigers, Marshfield Stratford baseball going on behind us. And then it's more playoffs tonight at 7 o'clock. I'll be on the call for Marshfield Tiger girls soccer playoffs. They play Portage Poinet. Start time 7 o'clock, and they're all live at ZaleskiSports.com and all free. So there is no reason to miss any of the action if you're not able to make it down to the venues. And this one is going to get behind Berg, roll the backstop, but nothing doing on the base paths. But another wild pitch coming in from Zuliger. Infield in for the Tigers here, top of the third inning. Nakusa, another threat, back-to-back innings with bases loaded. And this one off the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike as Andrews was late on the swing. One ball, 1 strike. And that one misses inside for ball 2. Got 90 complete degrees outside and nowhere to hide on the field. Full sun out there. Now the 2-1. And that one bounces in. 3 balls, 1 strike, and nowhere to put Andrews. Andrews likely taking here on the 3-1. Here it is from Zuliger. And yep, taking the whole way. That's the smart idea. That's the textbook take there in that situation. So now in the 3-2, anything goes. Swinging at everything close. Here's Zuliger with the full count. And it missed, and the Tigers walk in a run as Nakusa scores here in the 3rd inning. So Aldrich trots in from 3rd. 2-1 the score, and now the 3rd baseman, Kalen Chasna, coming up, and still nobody out in the inning. That one comes in high. Nakusa putting on a big threat here in the 3rd, 1 across, and still looking for more with nobody out. And this one will get down, and the Tigers will have the force out at 3rd, and that'll be it, as Chasna will reach on the E6, and the run scores as Brown comes in from 3rd. 6-5 put out for those of you scoring along at home for the first out of the inning. And we are tied at 2. So Michaela Andrews now. And Andrews rolls this one over to 3rd, stepping on the bag for 1, and that'll be it. So a couple of force outs helpful for the Tigers there. So 2 down now as Andrews over to 1st, and this is going to get down for Leverance, and 1 run is in, and Leverance is safe down to 2nd. So Chesna scores from 2nd, and Nakusa takes the 3rd inning lead, 3-2. Down to 3rd goes Andrews. Leverance takes the bag at 2nd on the throw, and first pitch swinging Bornboom, and this one is going to be hauled in by Linsmeyer at short, but Nakusa erupts in the inning for 3, and they come off the mat. They take a 3-2 lead. Bottom of the 3rd for the Tigers. Shane Foose, Berg, and Denis when we come back.
No interest in water sports? Biking not really your thing? Want to add some excitement to your camping trip? Need more fun in your life? Hit the trails with an ATV or side-by-side from Bill's Service Center. At Bill's, your passion is our passion, and you'll find your fun with the latest from Can-Am or Polaris off-road products. When you need more fun, you need Bill's.
Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chile, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. All right, bottom of the third inning, Maria Schoenfuss, Tessa Berg, and Delaney Denis as a ball issued from Schaefbauer, and bottom of the third is underway. Give a special thanks to our Stratford area playoff sponsors coming on. Ground Up Coffee, Stratford Building Supply, Stratford Insurance. This one is blasted back up the box by Schoenfuss for a base hit. Make sure we don't miss any here. They're all on the bottom of the screen, by the way, as they rotate through, and some of them you see in between innings on the commercials. But yeah, Ground Up Coffee, Stratford Building Supply, Stratford Insurance. Seems like I'm missing one of the new ones. That would be just like me. High for a ball. And our season-long Stratford area sponsors: Bill's Service Center, Stratford Family Foods, Stratford Homes, Partners Bank, Clemmy Sales, and again, now that I start thinking about them, it makes me double think that I'm missing somebody. But, thanks to everybody for coming on, and they're the ones who do all the work. I know we often get thanked for this, but it's all the sponsors that do all the work. They make sure you get to watch live free sports, and we show up here and have a Gatorade and a hot dog, buy a water for Gene sometimes, and have a nice time. And then, yeah, I'll get it next time. That one bounces off the knee of Berg, and Berg's been hit twice today, and now a little bit slow on the go down to first base. So she's been hit twice today, scored once, and been beaten up all season long. I've seen her personally take one off the wrist, off the ribs. She got cleated in the hip once, and the beat continues here in this regional quarterfinal playoff game. Doesn't matter if it's playoffs or regular season. Berg is been beaten up, but she's a warrior. She'll come off and get a courtesy runner. Do we know who 2 is? Do we know that? See if we can get a name on the courtesy runner. I didn't stop in the dugout to get all the full roster today for Stratford, but courtesy runner for the catcher, and that may have happened anyway. Your catcher, Tessa Miller running, thank you. That may have happened anyway. The catcher going to come back and get the shin guards on, get ready to catch. So that's not that unusual, but given Tessa Berg some extra time to flex that knee a little bit. Bounced right off the side of her knee, and that does hurt. If it catches you right on the point of your kneecap, that can be a stinger. So Stratford looking to battle back here. They essentially gave Nakusa a bases loaded start to the inning with nobody out. Nakusa able to score 3 in the top of the inning. All 3 runs coming for Nakusa in the top of the frame. Stratford scored both runs in the bottom of the first. The Tigers looking to battle back here in this regional quarterfinal single elimination statewide softball tournament. This is it right here, the start of it anyway. Other teams across the state in action tomorrow. Just a handful today. The bulk of the non-bye earning teams not in play until tomorrow, but we do get the Wednesday matchup here today. And there's a few. It's not the only one. There's a few others. 85% of it will occur tomorrow. And a walk issued to Delaney Denis, and Nakusa pays the favor back as bases loaded with nobody out here in the bottom of the inning. So both teams putting their hands in the fire. Up now to Allie Zuliger and the rest of the Tigers to capitalize on it. So Zuliger flew out to center field back in the first. And we'll take a second look at Schaefbauer and fouls that pitch back for strike 1. A&B Process Systems, season-long sponsor here at Zaleski Sports. I knew I was forgetting one. And no ball, 2 strikes on the pitch at the letters from Schaefbauer, at the letters or thereabouts. So no balls, 2 strikes, and swung on a miss for strike 3 as Zuliger goes down. And one away here in the inning for the Papermakers. And the center fielder now, the Sheriff, Riley Flink. Grounded over to third, her last and only time up back in the first inning. The Tigers cycle through here, their second time through the order. And strike call there as corners of the infield were moving there on the pitch for the Papermakers, especially down at third as Chestnut came all the way in, maybe looking for Flink to slap. Didn't come in quite as far that time. But no balls, 2 strikes. Schaefbauer battling back here in the inning. 2 free passes. A leadoff single. Bases loaded for the Tigers. And Flink hits that one out towards the baseball field. Yeah, the entire outfield shaded Flink all the way around towards right, expecting her to pull the ball. And maybe you might just say, regular position for a left-handed batter, but some room down the left field line. That one comes in high. Now the 1-ball, 2-strike pitch coming back and blows it past her, does Schaefbauer. Second strikeout of the inning. Third strikeout in the game. So bases remain loaded here with back-to-back strikeouts. Now 2 outs in the inning for Monday night's hero, Kylie Manneke. Kylie Manneke, the batter in the bottom of the 7th inning with a walk-off, and Manneke comes through again. 1 run is in, another is around, and it's going to be a 2 RBI base hit for Kylie Manneke, and the Tigers retake the lead 4-3. So Shane Foose scores from third. Miller scores from second, and Denis heads over to third on all the action. On the throw, Manneke takes the base at second, and the inning alive for Sid Bushy. But the Tigers do bounce back here in the bottom of the inning. They retake the lead 4-3 on a 2-out, 2 RBI single from Manneke, as I was just singing Kylie's praises from her walk-off winner from Monday night. And Kylie comes through again here today. And strike called. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And this one rolled, and a long throw across, and is going to pull the first baseman off the bag. It's a long throw, and I'm a generous score, so an infield hit for Bushy. And an RBI as Denis scores from third. Manneke over takes her spot at third base, and it's 5-3 Stratford. And those at home may say, that was an infield hit. Yeah, maybe it was. Long throw across. I gave it a hit. So Maguizi now. Count even now. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 runs across in the inning for the Tigers as Nakusa does exactly what Stratford did in the top of the inning. Put the bases full, and the runs pour in, and another run here. A nice hit from Weezy with 2 outs, and the misplay over at third will move everybody up a station. But it's an RBI base knock for Weezy. 6-3 Stratford. So back to the top of the order now, and Bailey Linsmeyer. Still 2 outs in the inning. Fourth batter here with 2 outs in the inning. It'll be the 9th batter of the inning for the Tigers. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Linsmeyer. A couple of ground outs on her line today. But looking to do better than that here in the third. That one comes in high. 2-0 Marshfield over Stratford. I'm going to break my phone yet today if I really give it a good shot. Bottom of the 5th inning over behind us. The Marshfield Tigers out in front of the Stratford Tigers. Again, non-conference baseball, it is a playoff warm-up for both teams. That one, it's going to be a wild pitch. Coming in is Bushy, and she will score. So wild pitch scores the run, 7-3. We'll dust off of the plate. As I was just saying, though, Linsmeyer, 9th batter of the inning. And another wild pitch. Back-to-back wild pitches from Schaefbauer. And back-to-back runs scoring for the Tigers as Weezy comes in. And the bases are clear of Tigers. It's now 8-3 Stratford. Talking in the press box in between innings, as pitching struggles happen, it can be tough to stay focused out on the field. But now with no base runners on for the Tigers, all the tension now on the hitter, Linsmeyer. And kind of regroup a little bit out in the field and then be ready. And that one, another pitch low, and Linsmeyer bats, and the Tigers have batted around. And now back to where we started in the inning with Maria Schoenfuss. And they're going to meet at the circle and talk to the Papermaker pitcher, Anna Schaefbauer. Not a whole lot to say. Just got to throw strikes. Just got to refocus, kind of hit the reset button out there. And just tell her there's a runner on first. There's 2 outs. Let's throw a couple strikes and let's get up and hit. Nothing lost here. That's every pitcher's talk I've ever heard in my life. Those are at least the basics of it. So Schoenfuss led off the inning with a hit. Later scored. First of 6 runs in the inning for the Tigers. Bases loaded, a few hitters after that, and then the runs poured in. Again, all 6 of them after the bases loaded. And that one gets all the way to the backstop, and that'll send Linsmeyer down to second. This one is hit into shallow center field. Now coming on is Bills. Got a late break on it. But had it the whole way as the inning has finally come to an end for the Papermakers. Again, the Tigers bring in 6. We leave the 3rd inning. Our score, Stratford 8, Nakusa 3.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. All right, back to Stratford now as we start the top of the second inning, and Madison Bills starts her third at-bat with a ball from Zuliger. Bills today a strikeout and a groundout. Batting here for the third time in the fourth inning and looking to lay down a bunt, and bunts through it for strike one. Again, Stratford brings in 6 in the bottom of the third inning and takes the big 8-3 lead. I don't know if it's the largest lead Stratford's had this year, but it's got to be right there. Oh, there were a couple 10-run games? Okay, well, maybe the largest lead through 3 innings. Maybe that's it. But in good shape. You're in playoffs. You lead by 5. It's you're halfway through the game. You're in good shape. Just need to bear down, keep your focus, and strike comes in there, and now full count. Full count to Bills coming up. And a swing and a miss. Second time that Bills has struck out today. Third strikeout of the day for Allie Zuliger. This one is going to get down in the infield, picked up by Linsmeyer, and an infield hit for Jasmine Aldrich. Tough one to handle there. That one, some backspin, just lands right outside the circle in between pitcher, short, third. And you would need to make a really fantastic play on it. That didn't happen. Now the catcher, Emily Brown. And that will hit the catcher, Brown. So down to first goes Brown, over to second goes Aldrich. And a Schaefbauer. And this one is going to get down in the gap in right center. That's going to get all the way to the fence. One run is in. And Aldrich will make the turn, and the throw finally comes in. And comes in late. And it's a 2 RBI double for Anna Schaefbauer. So the 1 out, 2 RBI base knock for Schaefbauer, and the Papermakers climb back into it. They trail by 3. And Autumn Andrews now with Schaefbauer down on second. And a strike sails in from Zuliger. And strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch there from Zuliger. May have been the best pitch she's thrown here today. That one comes in high, testing Autumn Andrews and her resolve from the plate, but she lets that one fly by. This one to be over to third, picked up there. Nice throw across, and then picked up in time. That came out of the glove of Denis. And then as Denis bent down to pick it up, Andrews hadn't arrived on the bag yet. And the 5-3 putout for out number 2. So Schaefbauer, the runner, moves over to third. That brings up the third baseman, Kaylin Chasta. And swung on and missed out in front of the off-speed pitch from Zuliger. Top of the fourth inning, 2 runs in for the Papermakers. Looking for more here with 2 outs. That one fouled back. It'll be no balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch from Zuliger to Chasena, with the pitcher Schaefbauer standing on third. Start our game at a temperature of 90. We're now at a very cold 88 degrees. Temperature dropping like a rock. Not really, though. And soccer coming up next. Marshfield and Portage Poinnette, as this one is hit on the infield and will not be down to first in time. It was quite a... they're going to talk about this. It was Berg coming out from behind the plate, not able to get to it. And they're going to talk about it now, and they do change the call from our view in the press box to the correct call, as Denis was off the bag at first. His view from the bases, he probably had a straight-on linear view all the way through Denis and just didn't see the foot come off the bag. So the infield hit from Chasena scores Schaefbauer from third, and the inning continues here as Nakusa now trails by 2, and first pitch swinging is Andrews, and that one collected on the infield by Wenzel for the final out of the inning. But nothing easy here in this regional quarterfinal for either team. Nakusa comes back with 3 in the fourth. They trim the deficit to 2. Our score, Stratford 8, Nakusa 6. Stratford coming up in the bottom of the 4th inning when we come back.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggleworms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
All right, bottom of the 4th inning for the Tigers. So we'll take a quick peek at the score, and I've got 2-0 bottom of the 5th inning. Over across the Marshfield Tigers, 2-0 over the Stratford Tigers. Tigers of Stratford bat in the bottom of the 5th inning. That game live and free at ZaleskiSports.com. And a strike call there. Schaefbauer starts Tessa Berg. No balls, 2 strikes. Berg hit by pitch both at bats here today. So she's on high alert out there in the batter's box right now. And that one comes in low. It has reached, obviously, both times on the hit by pitch, scored once, and Tessa Miller running for her back in the 3rd inning scored, so her place in the lineup has scored twice. That one comes in low and inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now, that baseball game starting a whole half hour ahead of ours, and it was really on pace there for a while. A very low-scoring game, but has... baseball game anyway, come to a grinding halt over there in the 5th inning. Again, they play right behind us, and we're watching on one of my mobile devices here, as you can too at home. Be no reason not to. As this one grounded, and that'll get through. It'll be an E6 as Berg aboard, as the glove of the shortstop came down near the ground, but not flush with the dirt. Autumn Andrews lets it get under her glove, and leadoff batter aboard for the Tigers. So Delaney Denis now, and they're going to run for Berg again. They did last inning. They toyed around with the idea, and the man who said, never mind. Let her run. They pulled her off the bag after she took one in the knee in the last inning. So, and again, that all stands to reason why you'd want to do that. Check on your catcher, your top hitter on the year. Start of the year at third base, catching here today in the regional quarterfinal, Tessa Berg. And bunted through for strike one, does Denis. Yeah, 4 games on Zaleski Sports today. It's Wapaka and Marshfield amateur baseball at 7, I think. 7 or 7:30. I think it's 7. All your listings over at ZaleskiSports.com. Non-league action, Wapaka Lakemen and the Marshfield Chaparrals, as it's 3-1 now to Denis. So doubleheader now, baseball, softball. Doubleheader at 7, soccer, baseball. And a quadruple header. Another busy day at Zaleski Sports here on a Wednesday. You don't get a whole lot of Wednesday action during the high school season, not in central Wisconsin anyway. Down in the southeastern part of the state, they play on Wednesdays, but not around here. So the walk issued to Denis. Error allowed Berg on, so runners now on first and second for the Tigers, and the pitcher, Allie Zuliger. Fly out and a strikeout today. Zuliger shows bunt and bunts through on the first from Schaefbauer. Zuliger able to hold off that time. Had a notion as it came through, but able to keep the bat on her shoulder. And that one fouled back to the backstop, and cheers behind us. Our video is about 30 seconds behind, so we'll see what happened here. But a big eruption of cheers behind us at the baseball game. We'll see what happened as a fly ball into center field. It looks like it gets down, and 1 run is in for the Tigers. See if they're able to score 2 there. That one chopped foul, and yeah, Stratford ties it up 2-2, bottom of the 5th inning. So there, now it's 2-2. Oh. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Zuliger. Here it is from Schaefbauer. Off-speed pitch, misses outside. This one is poked, and it'll get through. That'll get into center field. Rounding is Berg, and Berg will come home and score. And it's an RBI single for Allie Zuliger. Good base running there by Tessa Berg. 9-6 now our score. Nobody out here in the inning. And be a courtesy runner for Zuliger. And that is a number 20. Get a name for the 20. Alexi Christofferson will come in and run. So Riley Flink comes back, and yeah, Coach Pankratz tells her confidence now. And yeah, that's you got to be confident at the plate. Ground out and a strikeout today for Flink. And Denis on second, Christofferson on first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th for Stratford. Bunt shown, and bunt laid down foul as Flink, that pitch was almost behind her by the time it came across. And more cheers behind us. There might be more coming. See what happened. Little check swing. That was not able to be fielded by the second baseman, so Stratford takes the lead 3-2 on the E4 next door. Okay. Get him in anyway, anyhow. And we've seen a lot of that here in the softball game today. Just get them in anyway, anyhow. Flink again shows bunt, gets it down, and throw over, and job done for Flink as the sack bunt moves Christofferson to second and Denis down to third. As Coach Pankratz moving base runners around here in the inning. Part of a grand plan, no doubt about it, as 5-3 put out first out of the inning, and now Kylie Manneke. Manneke's been hot since Monday. 2 in scoring position now for the right fielder. Stratford leads by 3. They've scored 1 in the inning. Scored 6 in the third and 2 in the first. That's all 9 of them. That one comes in high. 1 ball, 1 strike now. The Stratford Tigers baseball team, the 1 seed in this 2021 WI baseball playoffs. And they have a first-round bye. They will play on Tuesday. Baseball playoffs for the quarterfinal participants start tomorrow. And it's Auburndale at Nakusa baseball tomorrow, so the winner there will be here next week on Tuesday to play baseball. As this one is off the foot of Manneke and foul. So that's how that part works out. So Stratford looking to get some extra at-bats today, and against a team that's a D1 team, Stratford D3. Marshfield won't know their baseball seed until about 10 o'clock tonight. They will be the last sectional group in the state of Wisconsin with seed results. As this one bounced over to third in time there. The throw comes home, and the run scores as Denis plunges head first into home plate. And gets a mouthful of dirt and a nice little chuckle from the folks in attendance here. A loving chuckle. Manneke's bouncer gets the job done. The RBI for Manneke. Back-to-back 5-3 putouts. Back-to-back runs. Sorry. 2 out of 3 of the last batters accounted for RBIs. But 2 runs in the inning for Stratford. They now lead by 4, 10-6. And the designated player, Sid Bushy, swing and a miss. Bottom of the 4th inning, 2 down. This one hit right to Bills in center. A couple strides to her left and brings it in for the final out of the inning. The Tigers, no hits. They do get 2 runs. They'll leave 1 on. We played 4 complete. Our score, Stratford 10, Nakusa 6.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Top of the 5th inning, Leverance, Borbaum, and Bills all due up for Nakusa here in the top of the inning. And high coming in from Zuliger to start the at-bat and the inning for the Papermakers and designated player Hope Leverance. Over at Fleet Farm, it's Fleet Farmer Days going on now at Fleet Farm. That means farmers save an extra 10% off for their purchases in-store and online. Farmers, stop in today to save. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. It kind of makes you want to be a farmer if you're not already. They get 10% off. It's a pretty good deal. Bunt shown and pulled back, and then strike called. So 3 balls, 1 strike now to Leverance. And that one misses, so a leadoff walk to Leverance. And Nakusa in business right away here in the top of the 5th. Actually, the 8th walk already for Zuliger here today. You talk to Coach Pankratz, she'll tell you that is 8 too many. You'll give up 1 or 2 just by throwing hard, but 8 is not what you're looking for coming into the playoff game. And what a bunt there by Borbaum. A bunt and a beauty. Infield hit on the bunt. Well done. That one just had a little counterclockwise spin on it and just spun itself right into a hole about 10 feet out in front of Berg. So runners on first and second now, and top of the order in Madison Bills. And Bills with the bunt, and that's going to spin and stick. And the throw down to Denis. Nice fire there by Berg, as Tessa Berg had enough of these bunts just spinning out in front of her. Put a little extra something on that, and 1 out. But the bunt does the job. It moves both runners now into scoring position for the left fielder, Jasmine Aldrich. And a slap right back to Zuliger, and nobody covering third, and no double play there. Tough luck there for the Tigers and Wheezy as she came in after that ball was hit. Kind of ran towards the ball a little bit and not able to get back to the bag. So just the 1 out. So 2 outs now for Brown and a strike there. And that one bounced in. That'll get past Berg, a play at the plate, and the ball is now caught by Zuliger. And the wild pitch will score Leverance from third. Now the 1-1 coming back from Zuliger, and that one stays high for ball 2. And Emily Brown here. Brown, a walk, and a walk. She's 0 for 3, or nothing for nothing, in 3 plate appearances, and has scored twice. So there's that's how the scoring works. And a swing and a miss. And what do we have there? They say there was a foul tip? Oh, it was strike 2. Okay. Oh yeah, yep, indeed. All right. Okay, full count now to Brown. Yeah, Brown, she had me confused. And this one is poked out and right. That's going to get down. It's a 2 RBI, or it's a 2-out RBI single for Emily Brown. So Nakusa continues to battle back here. They trail by 2. They've scored twice in the inning. And now the pitcher, Anna Schaefbauer. And this one is hammered into right field. That's going to cut the gap. Schaefbauer turns for 2, and it's a 2-out double for Schaefbauer as Brown stops at third. Yeah, back-to-back doubles for Schaefbauer. And the inning continues here for the Papermakers. Runners now on second and third. And it's the shortstop, Autumn Andrews. Andrews looking for her first hit today. Has walked a couple times and grounded out once. And sees a strike there from Zuliger. And this one right back, and that'll go right to second. Nice job there by Wenzel as it went right through Zuliger. But Wenzel there at second, and the third out of the inning. But 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 left on. Our score, Stratford 10 and Nakusa 8.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Move now to the Tigers' home half of the 5th inning, brought to you by Draxler Transport. Draxler has flatbed driving opportunities that pay you 5 cents per mile premium over van. At Draxler Transport, drivers are always home for their requested time off. Draxler Transport, a family-oriented company that treats you like family. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today. It's Meg Weezy here, and Weezy is going to hit this one down the line and left, and that's going to bounce fair. That is a fair ball. Weezy turns for second, and a leadoff double for the Tigers. Tigers have scored in every inning but the second, and a good head start here in the bottom of the 5th. 4-2, bottom of the 6th inning behind us. Stratford batting and leading 4-2 over Marshfield. That one comes in high for a ball to the leadoff hitter Bailey Linsmeyer. 2-1 now. Again, Anna Schaefbauer in the circle. Back here to start the 5th inning for Nakusa. And the 2-1 from Schaefbauer. And one fouled back. Schaefbauer looks in, winds and delivers, and that one skips in for ball 3. Full count now to the shortstop, Linsmeyer. And this one will be tap foul, and Coach Pankratz, there you go. Get your hands down in the dirt. Coach Pankratz does it and picks it cleanly. Talk it like you walk it. Or walk it like you talk it. Either way. Full count again, and this one is grounded softly up the third base line. It'll stay fair, and long throw across. It's an infield hit for Bailey Linsmeyer. So over to third goes Weezy, and runners on the corners now to start the inning for the Tigers. So Maria Schoenfuss, a couple of base hits and a fly out to center, scored twice. And it'll be defensive indifference to send Linsmeyer down to the bag at second. No throw down, no interest in throwing with a runner on third. And strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Schoenfuss. And strike down the outside corner as Schaefbauer goes inside outside and hits the corner on back-to-back pitches. Now the 1-2 coming back, and this one is hit, and that'll be up and out of play. And an error on got to be the fellow there from Nakusa, right in the bread basket, and then let it slip through to the ground. It's an EF, error on the fan. Now the 1-2 again. This one is hit on a line to third. The throw's going to come home, and out is going to be the call as Weezy is gunned down heading from third to home. She was already a good 10 feet down the line and just proceeded home. And nice fire from Chasena, collected in by Brown for the first out of the inning. So over to third goes Linsmeyer. Schoenfuss on the fielder's choice will arrive at first base. So runners on the corners again in the inning for the Tigers. And that one is hit foul by Berg. Schaefbauer ready and delivers and swung on a missed. Strike 2, no balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 coming to Berg, and this one is up and out of play, up the third baseline. That one bounces in. Brown able to knock it down. Well, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one bounces in off the face mask of Brown. It's another way to knock it down. Keep it in front of you. So count even now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nice job by our home plate umpire there to go stand in front of the plate and give Emily Brown a chance to collect herself there a little bit. She says she's fine, and we play on. And this one hard hit down to third and will be thrown to the backstop, and everybody's safe. So bases loaded now for the Tigers. That one just got away from Chase, not out of the hand. So Delaney Denny now. Single, pair of walks, pair of runs scored, RBI. Solid job for your cleanup hitter, Delaney Denny. Fouls that one back. And that one comes in for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes now to Denis. Again, bases loaded for the Tigers here with 2 outs in the inning. That one fouled back. I think is there just 1 out? I've only got 1. Okay. All right, so, 1 away in the inning. And no balls, 2 strikes now to Denis. And swung on a miss, chased the high heat from Schaefbauer. 2 away now for Ali Zuliger. Schaefbauer checks in the dugout for the scouting report on Zuliger and fires low and inside for ball 1. Now the 1-0 coming back. This one hit high on the infield. Schaefbauer calls for it and brings it in for the final out of the inning. So the Papermakers avoid a big inning from the Tigers, as Stratford with 2 hits in the inning, and they leave the bases loaded, none across. We played 5 complete here in Stratford. Our score remains Stratford 10, Nakusa 8.
Get a jump start on college or speed up your degree with a transferable class from Mid-State Technical College this summer. There are 130 classes to choose from, online or in person, taught by instructors who are experts in their field. Get info on the Mid-State Technical College summer classes at mstc.edu.
All right, top of the 6th inning we go. Caitlin Chesna, Michaela Andrews, and Hope Leverance all due up for Nakusa. Time to tell you about Spectrum Benefit Solutions. Spectrum Benefit Solutions with offices all across central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. And what that all means is if you're watching this broadcast, you are eligible for lower cost health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Get a hold of Spectrum Benefit Solutions today. Hey, Marshfield may have just hit a home run there behind us. Yep, that's exactly what it is. A 2-run homer that ties it at 4 in the top of the 7th. Big time drama going on behind us. And again, you can watch it all live at ZaleskiSports.com. Watch it live right alongside of this one. Kaylin Chesna now. Reach base all 3 at-bats. RBI and a run scored. And a strike there from Zuliger, and the 6th inning is underway. That one to be chopped foul, and we're being told we may have a new pitcher here, so we'll see what we can figure out. Sonia Peterson. All right. So Sonia Peterson now pitching for Stratford. So Peterson comes in to start the 6th inning for the Tigers. And that one skips in low for a ball. And that one comes in and hits Chesna So Peterson starts the 6th inning with a hit by pitch to Chestnut, and now Michaela Andrews. So both teams have had base runners. They've had plenty. Got 18 combined runs, and that shows. And both teams had plenty of runners left on base as well. It could be a much higher score for somebody. This one roped out into left field. That'll get through all the way to the fence for Andrews, and Chestnut is going to round third and will go first to home on the RBI double from Michaela Andrews, and it's a one-run game in Stratford. Nice bit of base running there from Chestnut after she got hit by the pitch. Did not care one bit about it and ran from first to home, and now Hope Leverance. And Leverance sees a strike come in from Peterson. And Marshfield takes the lead in the top of the 7th inning, 5-4. Stratford began the inning in baseball action behind us, leading 4-2, but a 2-run homer and then another run, and just like that, Marshfield out in the lead 5-2, or 5-4. Too many numbers in my head. It's strike 2 here. So I should just stick to one sport at a time, one game at a time. Now the 0-2 from Peterson. And that one missed low. May have been close, but Berg not able to hang on to it, and that can sometimes cross up an umpire. Pitch was probably low, though. Not probably, it was, because it was called a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Peterson looking in. Leverance waits. Here it is. That one is going to be poked foul up the first baseline. Yeah. All these small hits, some of the bunts, but even a couple of those, like that one, hit off the end of the bat for Nakusa. But even the bunts, I mean, they have spun, and they have spun in place and even curled around the infield a little bit. That one, Peterson alertly swipes it up in foul territory to make sure it stays foul. Now the 1-2 coming back, and that one high and inside for ball 2. Yeah, at that point it gets that far up the line and it's foul. You just hit it, just knock it, kick it, whatever. Just make sure it's foul. Here's the 2-2. That one bounces in. It'll be a full count coming up now, as the at bat started. No balls, 2 strikes. Now Leverance has climbed all the way back in the count full. Now the full count offering from Peterson. Off-speed pitch, and that one tapped foul. It's one of those there that it was a nice pitch from Peterson and a nice little deflection, nice spoiling swing from Leverance, and both sides were clapping. Stratford and Nakusa fans both applauding the effort from their girls out there. So we'll have the full count again. And 1 run in for Nakusa, and it's Andrews with the RBI standing on second. And this one hit over to second. It'll be picked up there and over to first in time. And 1 down in the inning as Andrews moves over to third. Stepping in is Alexa Borbaum. And swung on a miss by Borbaum. And throw down to third. And back in time. Close play down there at third. Snap throw from Berg. Borbaum strikeout, fly out, and a base hit and a run scored in the 5th inning. Bunt shown and just foul. Just glanced off the bat. They say just got a piece of it. That was a microscopic piece, but you heard it up here. The 0-2 from Peterson. Off-speed pitch that stays high for ball 1. And this one grounded over to second. Nice pick there as the tying run does score, but a nice pick over at second, again by Wenzel. But the RBI from Borbaum, and we are tied at 10. So back to the top of the order now, Madison Bills. That one fouled back by Bills for strike one. Bills 0 for 4 today. A leadoff hitter, but looking to get on base now with the bases clear with 2 outs. That one high and away for ball 1. Two balls, 1 strike now. And 3 balls, 1 strike as Bills has said that pitch is coming in. She is up and out of the batter's box. See what happens here on the 3-1. And it's a walk, so didn't have to swing the bat. And a 2-out walk to Bills, and she's on for the first time today. And represents the go-ahead run here in the top of the 6th inning. And left fielder now, Jasmine Aldrich. Bunt shown and then pulled back. Bills heads down to second. The throw is there, and safe is the call as the tag not able to come in before Bills able to reach second. Coach Pankratz is going to come out of the dugout and ask for time, and she's gonna ask for a better explanation than the safe call that was given. She wants to find out a little bit more about it. She found out more and goes back in the dugout. So go ahead run now in scoring position for Aldrich and the Papermakers. Now the 1-0 from Peterson, and slapped at, offered, and strike is the call. Again, these Papermakers, see if they make contact, but Bills and Aldrich now swinging are out of the batter's box. We'll see if they make contact in that way here at all. And that was close, and Peterson bobbles in the circle, and everybody is safe. So the error on Peterson puts Aldrich aboard, moves Bills down to third, and just like that, runners on the corners for the catcher, Emily Brown. Brown a chance to put her Papermakers in the lead here in the 6th inning. Bunt shown and pulled back. I don't know if Brown was serious about laying down a bunt there with 2 outs, but bunt was shown. Perhaps Nakusa not believing that the Stratford infield can make a play on a bunt, so we'll see. We'll see if it comes here on the 1-0. It does, and that one rolled in by Peterson for ball 2, and down to second goes Aldrich. Anna Schaefbauer waits on deck. Schaefbauer's had quite a game here today from the plate, but Brown hasn't been too shabby either. Bunt pulled back. And 3 balls, no strikes. The base at first is open. But to Brown today, 3 walks, a hit, an RBI, 2 runs scored. Here's the 3-0, and strike is the call there. And perhaps Brown and the Papermakers just showing bunt, trying to get Peterson off her game. That could be it too, just some mental games going on out there. I was very surprised to see the bunt shown to start the at-bat, but it's been shown every time except for this one. And swinging away, the ball gets behind Berg, and the run's going to score. And the Papermakers take the lead in the 6th inning. So the wild pitch from Peterson, and it's 11-10 Nakusa. Full count now to Brown, and that bunt was all just a show, apparently, for Brown. And strike 3 called there as the Tigers finally get out of it. The Papermakers bat 7, they score 2, they leave 1 on, and they take the lead in the 6th inning, 11-10.
Weinbrenner Shoe Company has been manufacturing Thorogood footwear and developing careers right here in central Wisconsin for 130 years. And we are expanding. Weinbrenner offers on-the-job training, family-friendly hours, and a safe environment with unlimited growth potential. Join our team and produce some of the last made-in-USA footwear in the world. Learn more by visiting WeinbrennerUSA.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, it's Jeff Jenkins from the Milwaukee Brewers, here to tell you that before and after every Brewers game, get all your Wisconsin sports updates from Zaleski Sports. Zaleski Sports is your Wisconsin hometown high school sports network. Do it.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Riley Flink, Kylie Manicky, and Sid Bushy all due up here for Stratford as they look for one here in the 6th inning. They've fallen behind for the first time today. They got off to a 2-0 lead. They've led by as many as 5. A couple innings, they've ended the inning leading by 2, but they find themselves trailing now 11-10 after Nakusa able to push 2 across in the top of the 6th inning. Again, regional quarterfinal playoff action here. The winner moves on Monday to play at Wittenberg-Burnhamwood, and the loser will begin summer vacation in full form. Because that'll be it. Somebody will leave here with their season done. Somebody will have the weekend to have a little bit of fun and remember at least one win in the 2021 playoffs. And who knows? Sometimes you catch fire at the right time, so who knows? But that's you win. That's what you get to find out. You don't win, you'll never know. You'll know that I lost the opening quarterfinal game in the 2021 softball playoffs, and it's especially for a senior that it's not what you want to leave. Not what you want to leave with, but it's sports. It happens. There can only be one winner here today, and that's the good and bad of sports. That's why we love it. There's intrigue and drama every single time out. So 2 balls, 1 strike as Schaefbauer back on here in the 6th inning. And Flink now able to work the count, 3 balls, 1 strike. Flink 0 for 3 today. And this one is slapped into center field. That's going to get down for a hit. So Flink able to lead off the 6th, get her first hit of the day when it's needed most here in the 6th inning. So that'll bring up the right fielder, Kylie Manicky. Tigers looking for a couple here in the inning. They would love nothing more than to take the field in the top of the 7th, 3 outs away from moving on here in the playoffs. And the tying run is down on first in Flink, and bunt shown, and ball is the call to Manicky. And soccer for yours truly coming up at the top of the hour. I'll make the short trip down Highway 97 to Marshfield Senior High School. Playoff soccer today on a Wednesday. As the bunt is dropped down, and that is going to stay fair. And staying on the bag down at first is Andrews. But job done there by Manicky. She puts Flink, the tying run, in scoring position over at second. But something about this infield dirt has those balls just spinning right in front of the home plate and going nowhere. So Sid Bushy now. Strike called. And swing and a miss. Quickly now, no balls, 2 strikes to the designated player, Bushy. And strike 3 called as Schaefbauer sticks it on the inside corner, and there's 1 away here in the 6th. Or 2 away, sorry. 2 down. That's what I get for not filling in my circles on my scorebook. So 2 away now for the 9-hitter, Weezy. And her at-bat starts with a ball. Yeah, long look in the dugout by Anna Schaefbauer. Now gets the call from the dugout. And here it is. And that one misses a low one inside. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one at the eyes for ball 3. So 3 straight from Schaefbauer. Leadoff hitter Bailey Linsmeyer on deck here with 2 outs in the inning. Schaefbauer on the 3-0. And taken all the way in a 4-pitch walk with 2 outs. Given to Weezy, and the Tigers still in business here in the inning. So Linsmeyer now. Base hit back in the 5th inning. 1 for 3 today. Does have a walk. Left on base 2 times. Couple of ground outs. And grounds this one over to third. An easy step on third for the 3rd out of the inning by Chesna. And that is it for the Tigers in the 6th. They make some noise. They get 2 hits. They leave 2 on. 6 complete. We go to the 7th inning. Nakusa leads 11-10.
Can't find what you want in a new summer ride? Settling for good enough just to have it now? Wait, don't settle. Herbs and Tomahawk and Power Pack in Marshfield have the solution. Custom order. Get exactly what you want by building your customized ride with us, and we'll place a special order with a manufacturer. That means the color you want, the package you need, and the new ride you deserve. Plus parts packages and financing packages with gear included. Herbs and Tomahawk and Power Pack in Marshfield. Don't settle. Get your custom order in today.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
All right, back here, top of the 7th inning, Anna Schaefbauer now. Adam Andrews and Kaylin Chesna coming up later. So Peterson back on here in the 7th inning, begin her 2nd inning of work here tonight. And that one comes in low for a ball. Awards and More is your one-stop shop for awards, plaques, trophies, embroidery, screen printing, and promotional products. Awards and More is also the proud sponsor of the Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month. Visit Awards and More on Facebook to begin your next trophy order. And congratulations to Assumption Catholic's Ava Schill, our May Awards and More, Zaleski Sports, Marshfield Area Sports, May Athlete of the Month. back-to-back for Assumption. Kristen Casey in April, Ava Schill in May. That's pitcher-catcher Assumption, and Stratford Tiger fans know their Merriwood South counterparts Assumption well. Most of them anyway. But 3 balls, no strikes. Again, head on down to Awards More in Wisconsin Rapids or visit Awards More on Facebook. Begin your next trophy order. It's trophy season here in the playoffs. And strike call there to Schaefbauer. So trophy season now. There will be regional finals plaques given out as early as Saturday. That'll be in girls soccer. Regional finals. Again, regional semifinals tonight. And tomorrow all across the state, including just down the road in Marshfield. I will get on the Zaleski Sports helicopter at the conclusion of this one and head on down to Marshfield at Hiding Field to call soccer. Or be down there at some point anyway, as this one has got all the trimmings of a dramatic finish. 1-run game, top of the 7th. Runner on for the Papermakers, shortstop Autumn Andrews. And Andrews, a little tapper back to Peterson. And Peterson turns to second and throws, and that throw comes in late as Peterson opted for the lead runner, and everybody's safe here in the 7th. So third hitter of the inning now, Kaylin Chestnut for the Papermakers. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Papermakers looking for, I suppose what you call at this point an insurance run. You don't often categorize that for a visiting team, but Chestnut hits this one into left field, and rounding the bag is Schaefbauer coming home and will slide in, and Nakusa scores. And they go up 12-10 on the RBI single from Kaylin Chestnut. So Michaela Andrews now. And nobody out in the inning. Runners on second and third. A 2-run lead for the Papermakers. Andrews has reached safely twice. Doubled in the 6th inning. Left on both times. I'm told both teams have left 10 runners on base today. So whoever leaves here on the losing end will be able to look back in the book and say that we had 10. we had 10 other chances out there. So be nothing to say beyond that. This one's ripped into left. That'll get down. 1 run is in, and a wide turn at third, and diving back to the bag is Chestnut. But Andrews, Autumn scores on Michaela's base hit, and back-to-back RBI base hits for the Papermakers. 13-10 Nakusa. And a meeting at the circle will ensue for Stratford. Coach Pankratz meets with her infield and has brought Allie Zuliger back into pitch. Yeah. So Zuliger will come back into pitch. They'll give her a couple warm-ups. Her arm, though, it can't be all too cooled off. But give a couple warm-ups back to Zuliger. As Peterson lasts an inning. 4 runs under her watch, and 2 base runners here in the 7th. The responsibility of Sonia Peterson. The designated player now, Hope Leverance, will come in and hope to keep the train rolling here for Nakusa. Nobody out. 2 runs in, runners on the corners. Our home plate umpire has a small chat with the designated player, Leverance. Not sure what that was about. Leverance will step into the box. And a strike called, and halfway between first and second now, and now we'll just roll into second. There is Andrews. Andrews just kind of stood there. Berg was not going to throw down no matter what. So runners on second and third now. So Marshfield winners over Stratford. Final score. Survey says 6-4 final. And you see Joe Anderson on the call. Joe Anderson down on the field right now doing his post-game interviews. You'll see highlights of that game later tonight on Facebook at Zaleski Sports. As this one hit, and a diving play by Linsmeyer. Throw over to first, and breaking for home is Chestnut, and she will score. Throw down to third is safe. So 6-3 goes the putout for the first out of the inning. But Chestnut scores, and Andrews scampers down to third. So runner on third now with one out. 14-10 Nakusa. And Borman now with a bunt, and Berg now looks back to third. They've got Chestnut in a rundown. The throw is not able to be handled by Berg, or I'm sorry, that was Andrews. And Andrews comes in to score, and it is 15-10 Nakusa. So nobody called out in that interaction. Nobody called out on the one prior. So back to the top of the order now at Madison Bills with 4 runs across in the inning for the Papermakers. They lead 15-10 here in the top of the 7th. Stratford's job offensively in the bottom of the inning continues to get more and more difficult here as they play in the field here in the top of the 7th. That one fouled back by Bills. No balls, 2 strikes now. And the 0-2, and swung on a miss, strike 3, as Bills goes down swinging for the 3rd time today. So 2 outs, and Jasmine Aldrich now, the 8th batter of the inning for Nakusa. Bunt shown, and bunt laid down, and bunted foul. The 8 batters in the inning. You thought about this a little bit coming out, and I mentioned it at the start. It was Stratford trailing by 1. You're looking for a quick inning at that point because you know you're going to need a run, at least 1 in the bottom of the inning. So you're looking for a quick inning, get everybody back in the dugout, and then think about your offensive attack. And I think if that was, and I'm sure it was thought about, I mean, how could it not have been? All that going on, and Stratford not able to get the job done in the field here on the top of the inning. Now the 1-1 from Zuliger, and that one bunted down by Aldrich and bunted foul. Got too much of a forward bat angle on the bunt. So he'll come back in the box now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 down in the inning. Stratford looking to put the top of the 7th, a miserable top of the 7th, to an end. Now the 1-2. Here's Zuliger. And swung on a miss for strike 3, so the Tigers finally able to get back into the dugout, but not before 4 runs brought in for Nakusa. It's a Papermakers 5-run lead as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in Central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
No interest in water sports? Biking not really your thing? Want to add some excitement to your camping trip? Need more fun in your life? Hit the trails with an ATV or side-by-side from Bill's Service Center. At Bill's, your passion is our passion, and you'll find your fun with the latest from Can-Am or Polaris off-road products. When you need more fun, you need Bill's.
Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
Bottom of the 7th inning, it is last call for the Tigers here as they trail by 5. Looking at my scorebook there in between innings, the Tigers are going to need a lot of batters here. Obviously, you need 5 runs, so at a minimum, you need 5 batters, but I think you'll need more than that. They batted 10 back in the 3rd inning, so something like that probably is what we're looking for. And when they did bat 10 in the 3rd, they got 6 runs. That would do it here. That would be enough, but Tigers with their work cut out for them as they give up 4 runs in the top of the inning. They were already trailing by 1, and they give up 4, so looking for 5 here in the bottom of the 7th, and it's Maria Schoenfuss with the strike. Schoenfuss, Berg, and Denis, 2-3-4 for the Tigers, so Coach Pankratz looking for the top of the order to get on base, and then just somehow, some way, keep things rolling after that. Again, the Tigers did it in the 3rd inning, so it can be done. Played an hour 58 minutes here. High-scoring game. Swung on a miss there for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. And soccer coming up at the top of the hour. Playoff soccer from Marshfield. Portage Poinet at the Marshfield Tigers. Regional semifinal soccer. Girls soccer. That one is going to be hit back up the box. And Schoenfuss gets the job done. She gets on base to start the inning. Now, the other side of the coin is you take a look at Nakusa. They've won just the 2 games this year. So 2 games and a little preparation perhaps on how to close out a game. I mean, 2 times. That's certainly a factor here going through the minds of the paper makers on the field right now. As this one grounded over to short. Pick there, easy throw to second for the first out, and that'll be it. As Berg grounds into the fielder's choice, the 6-4 putout, and there's 1 down in the inning. So Delaney Denis now. Again, Tigers need base runners. Not going to get it all in one at-bat. Need base runners. And there's a hit into right field. That's going to get down, Denis, and will get in and out of the middle of the right fielder. Berg now turns for home. The ball comes all the way home. And it's an RBI base hit for Delaney Denis. So you get your cleanup hitter up. You get the run in. You get 1. And 1 at a time is the mission here. That's the message and the mission. So it'll be Ali Zuliger coming up as a players-only meeting at the circle here for the paper makers. And you can see the pitcher there, Anna Schaefbauer, just nodding affirmatively to the rest of her infield mates, saying, all right, just 1 pitch, get a ground ball, get an out. Tigers looking to keep it rolling. And a big swing and a miss from Zuliger. Zuliger 1 for 4 today, does have an RBI. And that one low and away for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one will be bounced foul. Coach Pankratz again, another nice clean pick out of the dirt down at third base. 1 out in the inning. 1 run across for the Tigers. Looking for 4 more. Here's the 1-2 and swung on and missed for strike 3 as Zuliger swings over the top of it for the 2nd out of the inning, and the paper makers are 1 out away from moving on here in the 2021 WIAA softball playoffs. Riley Flink. And swing and a miss from Flink as Schaefbauer, apparently in that meeting in the circle, said, I'm just going to throw straight heat. So be ready, because if they hit it, it might be loud, but I'm just going to throw fastballs. And that's what it's been. Flink 1 for 4 today. Fifth plate appearance here. That one misses outside for a ball. Conversely, Tigers down to their last out. And again, still need base runners as they trail by 4. 1-1 from Schaefbauer. And that one misses low for ball 2. As you need base runners, you got to be picky from the plate. You want Schaefbauer to throw a lot of pitches in the inning. So be choosy, but you can't be too choosy with 2 outs. And that one misses low. 3 balls, 1 strike now. A lot of strategy, a lot of old softball conventions and thinking into these late inning scenarios. That one fouled back, and Tigers now down to their final strike. Runner on first is Denis. Papermakers a strike away from moving on in the playoffs. Regional quarterfinal here in Stratford. Winner travels to Wittenberg-Burnhamwood on Monday. Here it is. And missed away, and ball 4. And a runner is going to come out and run for Denis. So Denis taken off the base paths, and runners on first and second now for Kylie Manicky. Sarah Martin running at second, thank you. So Tigers still down to their final out. Papermakers looking to put one more away. Here it is from Schaefbauer, and strike on the inside corner. Now the 0-1 coming back, and this one hit into center. Bills coming on, won't get there. That one's going to come down. The throw comes all the way to the plate, a play at the plate, and that'll do it as the Papermakers move on the 8-2 putout from Bills to Brown, and that does it here in Stratford. Your final score, Nakusa 15, Stratford 11. And the Papermakers move on. They will play at Wittenberg-Burnhamwood on Monday. Best of luck to the Papermakers in the playoffs. I am off to soccer. Watch it live at ZaleskiSports.com in 27 minutes.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms